Hi guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel HopeQure Wellness, where we talk about everything related to mental health. If you are new to our channel or watching us for the first time, do like, share and subscribe. Today we have with us Ms. Tanvi Jain, who's our in-house senior clinical psychologist, and today we'll be talking about how to function or deal in a highly competitive environment. I have a few questions for you, Ms. Tanvi, and I welcome you to our channel. Thank you so much for joining us today. The first question that I have is how to function in a highly competitive environment.
Okay, so in order to answer this, let us first understand a little about highly competitive environment.
Okay.
So it can work in a way that people feel very challenged in such kind of circumstances. Like they must be feeling that they have to perform very well,
True.
perform very good in specific task, to complete in like specific time, to outstand in a group.
Yeah.
So like it can work in both ways. Some positive outcomes, some negative outcomes.
Yeah.
So in positive outcome, it can like make us very productive. It can push us to like come out of our uncomfortable environment and to push ourselves. But in the negative sense, it can put a very much toll on our mental health. As like, since I have mentioned challenges, it means it can create anxiety, it can create frustration, lack of sleep. Then it can also create a sense of envy towards other people in the office, or if we are talking about students, so among students, because that is also a competitive environment. So in that situations, we need to first trust ourselves, like to function properly, that I am capable enough because I've reached here, so I am capable enough just like others.
True that.
So, and second thing is to like come out of that comparison. Challenges happen, or that anxiousness, frustration happen because we feel compared with others. Like she will perform well or he will perform well, I'm not able to do that. So that can be done by keeping ourselves calm, by preparing a lot. Like before performing a task, we can prepare ourselves. Then indulging in some physical activities like taking care of our sleep, exercising, then going out in nature, then all sort of things like taking care of our mental, physical, emotional, every health, so that we can function very well in this competitive environment.
So I have a question out of the answer that you've given me. So I would like to know in detail, how does, let's say, I'm working in a corporate or I go to a institute. So how do I deal with people who are trying to belittle me, or let's say they do everything that I do, but again they receive more recognition. So how is that something that I tell myself that okay, it will be okay? So how do I tackle that?
So again, the same thing comes like trusting yourself. Yeah, they must be performing very well at that time, and they must be showing you that I am very good, I am the best, I have done this, I have done that. But you are no less. You also have reached that platform. You are in a corporate environment as well as he or she is in a corporate environment. You have done the interviews, you have done the preparations, you have done the degrees and all, and you have reached this place. So you are not less, they are not less. You're all like in the same thing.
Yeah.
So trusting ourselves, and then again preparing for the thing. Then understanding that the person is just, acting in a certain way that he or she knows to.
Yeah.
You have to like be confident in yourself that no, I am capable, I can do this. So understanding that they are just their way of response.
But at times, don't you think that people lose themselves in the whole process? That while they are trying to prove themselves, somebody else too is trying to prove themselves. So I personally believe that the effect on mental health is quite large. So I would like to know in detail what exactly are the negatives when we talk about a competitive environment taking a toll on you. So would you shed some light on it?
Yes, of course. Like negative is very, very huge, as we can see. It can create anxiety. So anxiety leads to a lot of things. The anxious responses can lead to feeling frustrated. It can lead to feeling lack of sleep. It can lead to feeling a nervousness in ourselves, and that will show in the work. So it can also lead to feel like the lack of the need to eat, because you're so anxious that you will be so focused in the work that you won't like to eat. sometimes. So and then it can also impact the social environment, because you will be so anxious or frustrated that you won't like to meet other people, or you'll be like, it's okay, I'm okay where I am, like that. So
okay,
it can
being a loner, I'm okay. Okay.
So it can take a lot of negative toll on a person. Then very challenging stuff can lead to feeling of that jealousness and envy and all sort of things. Jealousy. So all these things and all this in combined can in the long run put a very much effect on ourselves, because then it will lead to feeling of people will judge me, so I'll be embarrassed, I'll be like that ungli uthana ki nahi, you have not done this good.
ये होता है.
So all these things, there are a lot of negative impacts.
Is there something such as performing anxiety that can happen due to being in a competitive environment? If yes, then what exactly are some symptoms of performance anxiety?
Yes, I mean definitely. Performance anxiety is very, very prevalent in corporate environment or in competitive environment. Because you are in an organization, so there are specific tasks to be performed every day. So that performing, that how will I perform? Will I perform good or not? How will people evaluate me? Will I keep up to the need of the corporate or the competitive environment or not?
Will I meet their standards?
How will the boss look at me? How will my colleagues look at me? So all these factors lead to that performance anxiety. Performance anxiety means the fear to perform on a certain task. And that fear is coming out from all these areas, that how will people look at me? How will I judged? How will I be evaluated? So these are the symptoms. Symptoms will look in a way that it will make you nervous. It will make you not to perform the certain activity, in a sense that people will judge me in a negative way.
Are there any physical symptoms associated as well?
Yes, nervousness, sweating, trembling, maybe lack of sleep. That is a very, very physical thing. Again, lack of appetite, will not feel the need to eat. Then you will be like, your posture of sitting, you showing yourself that low confidence, means those bodily postures, everything will be so much visible if the performance anxiety is there. So yeah, a lot of physical things can be seen.
So I mean, that's very true. You know what they say, that whatever goes on mentally does show up physically some of the other time.
Yes.
And there's only so much time that you have to act upon it. So which brings me to my final question, that what are some tips or techniques that you would like to offer, and you offer to your clients as well, when it comes to dealing with a highly competitive environment?
In a very short term, take care of your mental, physical and emotional health. In this sense, again, first of all, trusting yourself. You are capable, you have the choice. You can, it's okay to feel that I won't be able to perform. It is very, very okay. But then again, working on the thought that why will I not be able to perform? What do I lack in myself? If you lack also, that is also okay. You can any day work on that. So, and mental health can be taken care of by taking care of your anxiety. If you are feeling anxious, in a way like focusing on your breath, focusing on your thoughts, focusing on your physical symptoms, maybe you're trembling, sweating and all everything. Then physical taking care like sleep, appetite, then indulging into some physical activities, maybe workout, maybe meditation, maybe yoga, going out in nature for some relief, calm. Then emotional health, because all these, it puts an impact on our emotional health, that we may feel very sad, we may feel very like not wanted in this environment. All these things
that happen.
So that we just need to understand that it doesn't happen in this way. Means okay, feeling sad is always okay, because if you're aiming something and you're not getting that thing, obviously you will feel sad.
Yeah, it's very natural too.
But then understanding that it's okay, I have done this, maybe this time I've done it wrong, or maybe I didn't know it, so I did it. But I'll work on it. I can take help from others. There are a lot of people who are ready to help also. So I'll do all these things and then I'll come out of all these. So just trust yourself, trust the process, trust your mental, physical and emotional health, take care of it. Done.
Yeah. That's great. Like how you summed up in a very short manner. That was really insightful for everybody. I think so. So all you need is a little bit of confidence in yourself, a little bit of trust, and of course, there are going to be people who are going to help you in the organization. So I think that's the conclusion of today's podcast. Keep watching us, and thank you so much, Ms. Tanvi, for answering all my questions. I believe our audience will also have some positive feedback. For the same, I would request all those who are watching to share their opinions in the comment section. And thank you so much for tuning in today.